If you watch my videos, you've probably seen this cat before. He doesn't live here, he just hangs out so you can put paw prints on my nice shiny cars and mooch for food. So I decided to put him to good use. Because since I have this nice Toyota Tundra, thought it'd be a good day to go down and pick up a new air conditioner to haul it in. And this is my watchdog. He's going to sit on this box all night, make sure no one comes and steals it. I knew you were good for something someday. Say goodbye, YouTube. You're supposed to be watching for bad guys, not looking at yourself. Oh well. Let's start the official video. I think I'm getting ripped off. I paid him 2 cans of tuna fish to do guard duty on my box, and he's already sleeping on the roof of my truck. I'm getting nasty paw prints all over the paint, too. Oh yeah, now you're alert that I'm peeking on you. This is what happens when you get old, I guess. Have a nice nap. We're at our garage. Let's see what we're wheeling out in this issue. Looks like we've got ourselves a 2019 Toyota Tundra with gorgeous bright red paint and a monster-sized cab. I like these. By the way, I also tested 2 full-size pickup trucks around 4 months ago. The GMC Sierra fully loaded and the Ram Longhorn fully loaded. We'll have links to those videos coming up at the end of this video. Or if you're in a hurry, just fast forward and get on the links right away. And I often wondered, what if these big giant 6,000-pound trucks whammed one of these little lightweight 2,500-pound Alfa Romeos? That's what I was thinking about the whole time I was driving it. Very nervously, by the way. Still a good car, though. And here's our rear view. This is the TRD 4x4 Sport, which means it's ready to do some serious off-roading. Usually I drive a vehicle for 1 week, but I'm really pressed for time. I just have too many vehicles I have to deal with. So we're going to cram 600 miles in 48 hours. Give me a good excuse to take a nice camping trip. Let's just move right to the price tag. The base Tundra 2-door cab runs around $31,000. This monster crew cab around $40,000. And for your 40 grand, the crew cab means you have a second row seating large enough to hold several large giants and lots of camping gear. And we have other options. Premium audio, 525. TRD Sport Package, lots of off-road equipment there. Wow, they raised the price, $32.75. Upgrade Package, 38-gallon fuel tank. The way these V8s suck gas, you'll need it. TRD Sport Convenience Package. Spray and bed liner, now that's definitely worth the $579. Like so. And it is a bit dirty. We've had dust storms all week and rain. Just can't keep this truck clean. But a dirty truck, that's good because that means it's being used the way it should. Delivery processing and handling fee. Getting a little greedy, aren't you, Toyota? Almost $1,400. Well, that brings us down to the price of this rig. Not bad considering the Ram and GMC I had a couple of months ago. That was near 62 grand. The base engine is a 4.6 liter V8 putting out 310 horsepower. Apparently no more V6s. This is the optional 5.7 381 horsepower. Instead of the sophisticated 8 and 10 speeds we're getting in other trucks, Toyota is still using the older 6-speed automatic transmission. But it is indestructible. I don't think I've ever seen one wear out. Fuel economy figures are a bit lower than other full-size trucks with V8 engines or the turbo engines like EcoBoost. The difference is, here you get the actual real mileage, not some fake stuff, compared to some of the EcoBoost Ford engines that never get what they're advertised. As we do in all my videos, we're going to take the headlights out and see how they perform in the dark. And by the way, these are not the standard basic headlights you get on the standard basic Tundra. These are the high output LEDs you get with the TRD package you spent that $3 grand for. So let's hope we get some real outstanding performance for our money. Another feature you get with those optional LED headlights in the TRD package, this knob that aligns the headlight height from low to high. Comes in handy if you're pulling a trailer or heavy loads in the bed. We'll be testing this out too. It's dark enough, we'll take these headlights out, see what they do, and yes, I know it's raining. It's going to screw up the test a little bit, but I can't wave my magic wand and make the rain go away. So, let's do it. Here we have the low beams on the building 100 feet away. Obviously the light is way too close to the ground, but you press the magic button on the dash. Wow, Ray, that's what, about 2.5 to 3 feet? Now we're talking. No complaints now. Lower it back. Very wide range, very useful. Here we have the brights on a building 300 feet away with the elevation knob set to the highest level. Wow. Even goes past the roof all the way from the floor. I've never seen headlights with this wide a spread. Now we'll adjust the knob to see how low they can go. Still reaches out pretty good. Now we'll switch to the low beam with the knob in the lowest setting. Doesn't go very far, about, I don't know, 60 feet. But raise the elevation knob. Does go out to the full 300 feet. I'd say about 5 feet in height. Very impressive headlights, especially with this adjustable system. Well worth the extra money. We'll take a quick look in the cabin. Yes, it's dirty. No emails, please. Mud and rain everywhere. In fact, I actually washed this yesterday. Didn't stay clean long, did it? The glove box holds lots of gear, but only if you take out this monster owner's manual that no one ever reads. Put it somewhere else. It fits under the seat, by the way. In fact, it fits perfectly under the driver's seat. Like a glove. Oh, by the way, for your $3,000 TRD package, you do get custom carpeting that reminds you you're driving a TRD. Dirt and sand optional. There we go, now we got more room. On the lower left dash, controls for the mirror, door lights on off, rear window, etc. These are nice and large, so if you wear gloves in the wintertime, you will not have an issue. A giant storage box in between the seats. If you order the bucket seats, I'm told that Toyota still makes a bench seat as standard equipment. I think they're the only truck manufacturer that does that. The climate controls the way it should be on all vehicles. 3 simple knobs with a couple of buttons. No confusion here. The infotainment screen is rather small, but adequate enough.
Got my...
A very simple gauge cluster with lots of useful information on the info screen. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive low. Touch of a knob, take your pick. There's nothing fancy about the Tundra cabin, and it really hasn't changed much since the truck was first introduced. But it works for me. Very simple, no issues. We got 600 miles of driving to do, so let's get started. One complaint I've had with other large pickup trucks is their electric power steering that is way over assisted, has no feel and feedback. Not an issue on the Tundra, especially the larger cab with the 4-wheel drive. No overlight steering here. Pretty good feel for a truck. Definitely better than the other trucks. As we do in all our videos, we're going to take some speed bumps around 20 to 25 miles per hour to judge the suspension performance on impacts. On a car, the test is pretty simple, but on a truck, you have some variations because you have small wheels, medium wheels, extra large wheels, performance tires, street tires, off-road tires, different suspension programs. Like here we have the TRD with the heavy-duty shocks, sway bars, other Tundras don't have. The point I'm making is you can get like 12 different Tundras and get 12 different results on speed bumps or any other potholes. So let's give it a go. Bump number 1. Not bad. Number 2. Reasonably smooth. Number 3. And the big nasty one coming up. Felt that one, but not too bad. Again, these are off-road tires with sway bars and other off-road goodies. There's a Super Duty nasty speed bump I never use on cars or most trucks because it's just, well, too nasty. Let's take it with this TRD suspension and see what happens. Here it comes. Not bad at all. Very solid body structure. Shock's doing a great job. Getting back to the suspension ride quality, yes, there are other full-size trucks that do have a smoother ride, more like a passenger car. The problem is you start taking those off-road and thrashing the suspension, you end up trashing the suspension. They just can't take the pounding. And that's never been a problem with the Toyota TRD suspension or even the base Tundra at all. So technically, you might say these Tundras ride a bit stiffer than the competition, but it's not that big a deal. It's not that stiff a ride and nothing to worry about, whether you get the TRD suspension or not. So let's reset the mileage computers and start our 600-mile trip. We'll get that going right now. We just completed a highway trip, 120 miles from 1,500 feet elevation to 7,000 feet elevation. Even pulling the heavy load, we did 13.8 mpg. Not bad, really. Now we're going to take this off-road and do some four-wheeling. This is a rather rough road, got some deep washboarding, but the TRD suspension is sucking it up pretty good. We're still reasonably comfortable and got pretty good traction as well. Got some nasty rocks and boulders on this road. Good thing we got lots of good ground clearance, that's for sure. Well, we made it. This is what the beginning of the Grand Canyon looks like. Say hello to my little friend. No, you don't look too happy. I know it's coiling up. Say goodbye, YouTube. It's getting dark, so I'm going to change into my Budweiser racing pants, or Budweiser jammies. Look cool, don't they? The red and white color scheme matches the red and white paint job on the truck. How cool is that? Well, we put 300 miles on this truck today, so it's time to take a break. We'll resume the video tomorrow. Well, fire's burned up. Time to pack up and leave. I got ranch patrol to do today, and this Tundra holds an awful lot of gear. I'm very happy with it. Opening and closing these gates is a pain in the butt, so it's always handy to have a boy bitch to do your chores for you. There he is. He knows what I'm saying. Every 6 months we got to come by and check out the old homestead, so let's go in and take a look. I think we need to go down to IKEA and buy some furniture, don't you? Yeah. Well, time to hit the road. The gate number 7. I'm getting tired of opening these gates. Wait a minute, what am I saying? I'm not opening them. He's opening them. Well, here we are, the Grand Canyon, our own private road. 50-mile-per-hour winds, it's going to blow me into the canyon. Whoa. And I used to have a cabin here, but the wind blew it away many years ago. Nothing left but the floor and the stove. 10-mile hike, I'm done, let's get out of here. There's my dinner. Elk or reindeer. It can't be reindeer, it's not Christmas. Go after that. I think this is the toll road. If you don't give them a bale of hay, they won't let you pass. If that 2,000-pound monster doesn't get out of my way, we're not going to get out of here. Move it! Man, that is the ugliest face I've ever seen in my life. Good grief. And another one. Okay, this is positively, absolutely the last gate we're going to be going through. Time to get on the pavement and go back to civilization. Some vehicle reviewers have been telling their audience the TRD suspension makes the vehicle ride rather rough. That is absolutely not true. If anything, it makes it ride better, especially when you have a heavy load in the back bed or going off-roading on very rough trails. Definitely worth the money to get if you do any type of serious driving. So let's see what our trip consisted of mileage-wise. 240 miles to, climbing steep hills, 240 miles coming back, going on downgrades, and the rest being off-roading, approximately getting near 70 miles. And we have some errands to run, got to get this truck cleaned up. We will have over 600 miles tomorrow morning when they pick it up. So after 600 miles on this Tundra, what's my take? It is one of my favorite trucks. It's not as sophisticated as some other truck brands. Doesn't have the fancy turbo engines as other truck brands. But doesn't have all the reliability mechanical issues as other truck brands. In fact, from all the consumer reports, surveys, and other reader surveys, it's been pretty well established this is the most reliable full-size pickup on the market. And to me, reliability is the most important thing, because when I go out in the sticks, I don't want to have to end up walking. I know there's a lot of brand loyalty in the full-size pickup truck market, Ford versus Chevy versus Nissan, blah, blah, and so forth. I'm not going to get involved in that. I will tell you there's really no such thing as a bad full-size pickup truck on the market. On the other hand, if I was going to buy a pickup truck to keep for 10 to 20 years, I would stick to the Toyota Tundra. If you want to see how the Tundra compares to the Ram or GMC full-size trucks, we have videos coming up for that. Just click on the link and watch.